Alright, so as you can see, it is 1:25 p.m. Central US time, and I am still lying here in bed. Now you're probably wondering, Jordan, why are you lying in bed after 1 p.m.? Okay, that's kind of crazy. Why would you waste your day like that? I've gotten a few comments like that throughout the course of the daily vlogs that I've been posting this month, which, if you haven't been tuned in, I am daily vlogging the entire month of November, today being no exception. But people have been asking me, Jordan, why do you wake up so late? Why don't you use an alarm clock? Now, I've said that I don't believe in alarm clocks, but I didn't really explain why. I have a few reasons for that. But first, the reason why I'm still lying in bed right now is because I don't like to just get up right after I wake up. Okay, I'm one of those people that likes to take my time and really allow my mind to calibrate, for lack of a better term. Or as my girlfriend likes to put it, I like to lie here and contemplate my existence. Okay, that's a pretty succinct way of putting it. But as far as why I don't believe in alarm clocks, I have a few reasons for that. Okay, but first of all, let me get up out of this bed, bro, because this is... yeah, it's time. It's time to get out of bed. By the way, if you're looking for aesthetic editing or anything like that, this is not the video for you. This is not the channel for you. That being said, why do I not believe in alarm clocks? Why do I allow myself to wake up naturally every day? Well, there are a few reasons for this. Okay, the first reason is that I want to honor my younger self. Now, what does that mean? Hopefully, I'm even looking at the camera lens. I can't see anything without my contact lenses. But what does that mean, honoring my younger self? Well, if you haven't followed my channel since 2019 or early 2020, you probably don't remember when I was working at H&M. But I do. Okay, I remember very, very vividly how I would do these truck shifts at 7 a.m. where I had to really wake up at 5:30 or 6 to get there on time so that I could put the sensors in the clothes. If you've ever worked a retail job, you know what I'm talking about. And I also think about when I was 16 working at IHOP and I had to wake up at about 6 a.m. to get there at 7 a.m. and clean the bathrooms and just do all of these things that I didn't want to do. But most importantly, I had to do them on a time frame that I didn't want to do them on. So imagine doing something that you don't want to do and then doing it on a schedule that you didn't even get to create yourself. Right? And this was one of my biggest personal grievances with working at a job where I had a manager or a boss, was they had the opportunity to control my time. Therefore, they had the opportunity to control my life. And even when I was 16, I always told myself that once I got older, I would find a way to not have to wake up at a certain time to appease somebody else. I always told myself, I'm going to work for myself, or I'm going to get a job where I can wake up whenever I see fit. Thankfully, thanks to you watching this, I'm now in that position. I'm in a position where I can wake up whenever I want. And if I didn't make use of this freedom, I would be essentially insulting all of the work that my younger self did. Okay, if I could go back in time and tell my younger self, hey, Jordan, I know right now you're working at H&M and you hate it because they control your life by controlling your time, but when you're 23, or really when you're 20, you'll be able to wake up whenever you want. You will be able to wake up whenever you see fit. That would give him all the motivation that he needed. Any motivation that he might have been lacking at that point in time would instantly dissipate. Or rather, any lack of motivation would have instantly dissipated. Conversely, if I told him, hey Jordan, I know you're putting in all of this work right now so that you can put me in a better position to be able to do what I want when I want, but when you get to be 23, you're going to wake up at 6 a.m. every single day. He would quit. He would instantly quit. Camera equipment, he'd sell that. He would probably enroll in a community college and just try to get a 9 to 5. Because I never liked mornings. Okay, that's another reason why I don't use an alarm clock. I've never been a morning person. I've always been a night owl for as long as I can remember. And when I say for as long as I can remember, there were days when I was in second grade, 7 or 8 years old, where I would stay up until 4 a.m. on a school night because I just liked being up at night. I never really had a bedtime either as a kid, so that might be part of the reason why. But I've always liked nighttime. I've always liked being up at night because it kind of feels like you have the whole world to yourself for a little bit. And you can make the argument that the same is true of morning people who wake up at 4 a.m., but I'm not one of those people, okay? I wake up whenever I see fit. Now, another reason why I don't really believe in alarm clocks in particular is because, think about it like this, okay? An alarm clock means that you have a device which is waking you up. Anytime something is waking you up, that means that you're not done sleeping, right? Simply put, if your alarm is waking you up in the morning, then you weren't done sleeping. And you're sitting here wondering, oh man, why am I so tired every morning? Well, it's not because you didn't sleep early enough last night. It's because you're not done sleeping. All right, if an alarm is waking you up, you were not done sleeping. Otherwise, your body would have woken you up already. And this is especially important for someone like me, who, as you can see right here, okay, hopefully as you can see, I don't know if you can actually see it, but I do a lot every single day. All right, this is an everyday thing for me. I do a lot of physical activities. I work out every day. I work on my books almost every day. I take courses almost every day. I'm filming videos every day for this month. I'm a pretty busy person, and I expend a lot of energy physically, mentally, emotionally, etc. And in order to properly recover, I have to give myself enough time to rest. And for me, that means allowing my body to tell me when it's done resting. If that's 4 hours after I go to sleep, then that's all I needed for that day. If that's 13 hours after I went to sleep, then that's all I needed for that day. But for me personally, I keep sleeping until my body is finished sleeping. Simply put, and in doing so, I ensure that I maximize my rest and recovery. Now, speaking of this schedule right here, you might have noticed that I have a task labeled morning routine. Okay, morning routine. This is what we're going to be covering today. What do I do here? What does this entail? I want to showcase this right here because I've shown it in my vlogs, but I haven't really gone in depth on why I do each and everything. And also, just another reason why I personally sleep in and wake up whenever I want is because you see these tasks? Okay, I do these tasks every day. Find me a task that isn't checkmarked for the last 2 days. Okay, I personally make sure that I complete my tasks on a day-to-day basis. Now, if that means waking up at 6 a.m. and completing them by 1 p.m., then that's cool. But to me, it doesn't really make a difference whether I do that or wake up at 1 p.m. and complete them by 8 p.m. It doesn't matter. Or if I were to go to sleep at 1 p.m. and wake up at 9 p.m. or whatever, and then do the tasks all night. It doesn't matter when I do the tasks because I will always do them at the same level of quality, provided that I have enough rest. So for me, it doesn't matter when I do the tasks. I don't do them any better at 1 p.m. than I do at 1 a.m. All that matters is that I do them, and I get enough rest after doing them. That being said, let me go ahead and show you the rest of my morning routine. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Jordan, you look crusty, musty, rusty, dusty, etc. And this is true, but so do you. Okay, let's not act like you wake up in the morning looking like your best self. Okay, let's be realistic here. I'm not one of these aesthetic YouTubers who's here to show you the highlights of my life. I'm here to show you the reality of my life. This is what healthy and productive morning routines actually look like, at least by my standard. Alright, and it's not always pretty, but that being said, I need to put my contacts in. I'm kind of just praying internally that I was even looking at the camera lens for that last shot, because without my contact lenses, I am probably as close to legally blind as it gets without actually being legally blind. But put my contacts in. Now, I'm gonna brush my teeth. Now, I shouldn't even have to show you this, but I suspect that there's at least 1 or 2 people watching this who haven't brushed their teeth yet today. I post these videos at noon. I guess that makes me a bit of a hypocrite because it is 1 p.m., but you get the idea. Okay, brush your teeth. If you haven't brushed your teeth today, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. People ask me, Jordan, how do you get your teeth so white? I haven't been to the dentist. Fun fact, I haven't been to the dentist since I was, I think, 19 years old. 19 years old, give or take. Maybe 20, but 19. So it's been about 4 years since I went to the dentist. And my teeth are still, they're still white, okay? It's because I brushed them. So now that I finished brushing my teeth, it's time to do my skincare routine. Now, I'm probably going to do, as a matter of fact, I'm not even probably going to. I am going to do a full skincare routine video in the near future because my skincare routine has changed. It has changed a little bit, enough to warrant a whole new video, but be on the lookout for that. For now, I'm just going to show you a sneak peek, a little snippet of my skincare routine. This is part of my skincare routine as well. And this is also part of my hair routine. Be on the lookout for that as well. Get that cold water on. And just go for it. Okay, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. I feel like I'm at Niagara Falls right now. Alright, so once I finish my general grooming and maintenance, the next thing that I do is pretty much whatever I want. Now, what I mean by that is there are 4 aspects of my morning routine. The grooming and maintenance always comes first. But after that, I can do the other 3 in whatever order I choose. Today, for example, I think I'm going to go ahead and do my emails first. So I answer my emails on a daily basis. Every single day I answer my emails, and I actually have a pro tip for you. If you are somebody who plans on making a lot of money one day, or you're starting your personal brand, starting a business, whatever the case may be, you need to start checking your emails every day. You need to get in the habit of checking your emails every single day, even if you don't get any emails. Set up a business email and start checking your emails every single day. The reason why I say this is because you're going to be doing this once you get into a position where people are reaching out to you with opportunities. Now, speaking of emails and opportunities, a few weeks ago I received an email from one of you, presumably, asking about how to do taxes as a YouTuber for one, and how to manage sponsorships, how to get sponsorships, how to figure out which sponsorships are legit, etc. And in the email, I told you what to do as far as your taxes goes, but I also told you that I would make a separate video on how to manage sponsorships as a content creator. And this is that video. Okay, this is that video right here. Now, as far as managing sponsorships as a content creator, the answer is pretty simple. You need to filter out all of the non-legit people, all of the spammers and scammers. You need to filter them out so that you don't have to worry about if somebody is legit or not. And you're probably wondering, how can I do that, Jordan? How can I filter out all of the spammers and scammers from my email inbox? Luckily for you, I have a solution. And that brings me to Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Are you tired of constantly receiving spam emails to the point where you don't even want to check your email inbox anymore? Data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to robocallers, spammers, and others who want to learn more information about you, such as where you live. And believe me when I tell you that as a content creator, you don't want people knowing where you live. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do. Let Aura handle it for you. Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats that you can't see. It's really easy to set up, so you don't have to download several different apps to get things like parental controls, antivirus, VPN, password management,
identity theft insurance, and more. You get everything at one affordable price. Let Aura handle the hard work of keeping you safe online so that you can focus on other, more important tasks, such as the tasks that I'm sharing with you in this video. Okay, I always talk about the 80-20 rule. You don't want to be focused on protecting your email address when you can literally delegate it to a company like Aura. Look, here's the truth of the matter. You can either continue to let people exploit and profit off of your personal information, or you can go to aura.com/JordanGreen and start your 2-week free trial. I have the link down below in the description. The choice is yours, but I've already made mine. That being said, after I finish my emails, I generally will do one of the other 2 habits. And today I think I'm going to choose gratitude journaling. Now, why is gratitude journaling so important? Okay, what is gratitude journaling, first of all? Gratitude journaling is pretty much reframing your life. Okay, it is you reframing your life and acknowledging all of the blessings that you already have. If you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you have big goals. And especially if you made it this far into the video, you probably have pretty substantial goals for yourself. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting better out of life. But you can also acknowledge that where you are right now is the better that you once wanted. What? The life that you're living right now is the better that you once wanted. Look, I have a vision board right here. These are all things that I want to have. However, there was a point in time when if I had to create a vision board, I would have created a vision board that showed the life that I'm currently living. As a matter of fact, this life was so inconceivable at the time that I probably couldn't have even created a vision board for it. I'm saying this to say that right now, every single day that I get to wake up whenever I want and I get to make videos, do sponsorships, work with these companies that I actually believe in, and just live my life the way that I want to on my own terms, I'm flexing on my younger self. That's really all gratitude journaling is. That's all gratitude is as a whole. Flexing on your younger self. So think about all of the things that you wanted when you were younger that you now have. For example, there was a point in time when I ordered this camera and I was waiting for this camera to arrive. And when it finally did, I was very, very excited to unbox it. Now I just use it on a daily basis. But no significance is lost over time because I take the time to acknowledge the blessing that is this camera and all of the opportunities that it opens up for me. In the same way, this pen right here, okay, without this pen, I can't gratitude journal. This gratitude journal means nothing if I have nothing to write in it, or I don't have a way to write in it. So in other words, think about all of the things that you used to want that you now have. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is what a typical gratitude journaling session looks like for me. By the way, just want to throw this out there. I don't use money as my bookmark to flex. I'm just too lazy to bring it to the bank and deposit it again. But anyways, today is the 8th of November, 2023. My intention setting focus today is, just like normal, completing my tasks. Okay, that is my goal every single day. I know that if I complete my tasks, I am moving the needle, plain and simple. And it starts with the morning routine. This is where the momentum is developed. All of your momentum is developed in the morning. So for me, by doing these things that I'm doing, by gratitude journaling, by checking my emails, and just getting off on the right foot, in a sense, I am setting myself up for success for the rest of the day. Now, 5 things that I'm grateful for. Let's think about 5 things that I once wanted that I now have. I'll give you one. I am grateful for my relationship with Nadia, my girlfriend. Okay, mein Kukya, mein Vriendin, the one who's been in my videos. I'm really, really grateful for my relationship with her. There was a point in 2022, if you remember, where I was getting ghosted by multiple women on back-to-back days, back-to-back hours even. Now I'm in a relationship. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I'm grateful to be in this relationship. This is the type of relationship that I always wanted, and I now have it. And I'm grateful for it. This would be a flex on my younger self. I'm also grateful for my $0 debt balance. You're like, $0 debt balance? What do you mean? If you're 16, 17, you won't understand the significance of that. But earlier this year, I was $27,000 in debt, and I managed to clear it out in about 2 months. I have a $0 debt balance. This was one of my New Year's resolutions, fun fact, and I did it. And I did it in much less time than I thought it would take me to do it. And now I get to breathe because I don't owe anybody anything. I get to live my life on my own terms because I don't owe anybody shit. I am grateful for having 159,000 subscribers on YouTube. This right here, there was a point in time when I didn't think I could hit 1,000 subscribers. Okay, 1,000 subscribers. I have 159,000 of them now. And on that same token, I'm grateful for being monetized on YouTube. There was a point in time when, again, I didn't think I could hit 1,000 subscribers, much less get monetized. I truly believed that it wasn't possible, but I kept going, and I'm very, very grateful that I did. Because now, I am monetized on YouTube, and as a matter of fact, I have made the vast majority of the money that I've earned in my life through YouTube, and more specifically, through my emails. And the last thing that I'm grateful for today is I'm grateful for having my own room. Okay, fun fact, after Hurricane Katrina, me and my family, we moved to Texas and we lived in an apartment. And for about a year and a half or 2 years, I slept in the living room. No privacy whatsoever, and it was pretty miserable, especially considering that before we moved here to Texas, I had my own room. So going from that to that situation practically overnight was pretty much traumatic. But nowadays, I have my own room. I might not have my own house, might not have my own apartment even anymore, but I do have my own room. And that right there is a flex on my younger self. Alright, so now that I've finished gratitude journaling, we're going to go ahead and do the last activity of my morning routine. And I say we because I want you to do it with me. Alright, look, I know you've been slacking on your meditations. Let's keep it real. Alright, be honest. You've been slacking. You haven't been meditating every day. You missed yesterday. You missed 3 days before that. Let's make up for that right now. Let's make sure that that does not happen today. Alright, we're going to meditate together for 2 to 3 minutes, give or take. Let's get started. Close your eyes and just follow my lead. Listen to the sound of your breathing. Control your posture. In this meditation, the goal is not to eliminate thoughts, it's to become aware of them. To observe them in the same way that you would watch a movie at a movie theater. Don't dismiss them. Detach from them. Alright, my battery just died. Keep your eyes closed. My battery just died. It couldn't handle the energy, but just keep meditating. Let your flow find you. you love to see it. Now, if you want to keep meditating, you can just pause the video and keep meditating in your own time. But I'm moving on to the next task, which isn't officially a part of my morning routine, but is an implied part of my morning routine, and that is responding to comments. Now, I respond to comments for all of my videos because I love interacting with you, plain and simple. Alright, I love the feeling of interacting with you and being able to see the impact that my videos make. Otherwise, if I don't respond to comments, if I'm not actually tapped in with you, then all I see is a view count. And I see people watching the videos, but I don't necessarily see the impact that the view count actually makes. That being said, let me go ahead and give a big shout out to Future Millie. Future Millie, this person got first comment on today's video, and I believe this is his first time getting first comment, at least as far as I can remember. So shout out to you, but let's see if he can go back to back. Alright, anybody can get it once. Just like I was saying yesterday, I don't know if I said this yesterday or the day before, but anybody can get it once. But the people who get it back to back, or three-peat, those are the true legends.